Welcome back. As you know, we are dealing with a global shortage of nurses right now. Right this second, a lot of you guys, all my nurses out there, you guys want to travel, you want to see the world. And as far as the travel nurses, as you know, we have domestic travel nurses and we also have international travel nurses. And that's what I want to discuss today. So the qualifications to become an international travel nurse is pretty much the same as being a domestic travel nurse, except you're going to need a passport. You're going to need a visa, a work permit, and a certification in your specialty, and also certain immunizations you may need depending on which country you're going to, which you will have to discuss that with your travel agency. And there are a lot of agencies here in the U.S. that also have international travel assignments. And what I mean by travel assignments, meaning the job. Here as a domestic travel nurse, some of these jobs may be as short as 1 week, 4 weeks, 8 weeks, and usually 13 weeks is what we are used to seeing when we accept these travel nursing assignments. However, keep in mind when you go into another country, these assignments can be 1 year to 2 years, so you have to be prepared. So you might want to do your research on that particular country before you go over there. Learn the culture, learn the language, and no, you do not need to speak the language over there, because usually with international travel agencies, they will send you and place you somewhere where there will be English speaking people. And as you know, English is a global language, so pretty much anywhere you go in the world, you probably will be able to survive with only knowing English. I've been to many countries, and only one place I've been where there was kind of sort of a language barrier. That was in Montreal, Quebec, because as you know, they speak Canadian French over there. But most people who speak French, guess what? They speak English too. When I was in Egypt, I had no problem communicating with the people. I spoke English and they spoke English back. Same with Asia. All the countries I visit in Asia, I never had a problem communicating. Thailand, Indonesia, Singapore, and Malaysia, I never had a problem communicating while I was over there. So keep that in mind too. But at the same time, it is very, very crucial that you do learn another language. That will make you more valuable in the healthcare field, because obviously when you go to certain countries, you may run into a situation where you may not be able to speak the language. But nonetheless, there are opportunities out there for you to travel across the outside of the country. And I'm speaking from the POV of an American citizen. Okay, I live here in America. I've been to many places, and yes, you guys can actually be an international travel nurse. You need to check with your agency, and I will make plenty of videos. I do want to be an advocate for the international and the domestic travel nurses out there. Mainly the international travel nursing, because I don't see many people speaking on this, and probably because most travel nurses, they kind of stay in their country. But also, while you're traveling, make sure you will be getting paid in your currency, but you might want to check. So if you go into a country where, you know, the cost of living is slightly lower than the U.S., you may not make as much as you do in the U.S. when you convert everything back over. However, the experience is great. And as far as travel nurses and international travel nursing, you know, you have the opportunity to make 6 figures very easily. Some of these, and with the high demand that we are dealing with in certain specialties, like I say, telemetry, ER, OR, labor and delivery, those are going to be your top paying jobs. So if you work in that specialty, you're going to get paid very well, and you also want to keep that in mind. So I think for this video, did I miss anything? I got my notes over here. Oh yes, when you're traveling to these different countries, pack light, okay? Because at any given time, they can cancel your assignment. Make sure you have enough money to sustain you while you out here traveling, especially when you're in other countries, because sometimes you just might get in a situation where you get there and they don't need you, which most of the time, if you coming our way from another country, they need you. So also keep that in mind. And as you know, labor and delivery, or you wear their uniform. You come in your street clothes, you change into their uniforms when you get there. And you might want to go over the policies and procedures, the policies of that particular hospital or facility that you will be working at. Because, for example, here, when we get a stat order, we are on it. When we see that the doctor making his rounds and we come behind him and check the charts, and there's a stat order, that means, okay, we need to order this right now. But in some country, a stat order, maybe, get it done today, tomorrow, sometime between today and tomorrow, not right this second, because that's what stat means, immediately. But you may be at a facility in the Middle East, for example, where stat just means, sometime soon, get this order in, okay? Keep that in mind. And like I said, I'll have plenty of videos for you guys. I will show you different international travel agencies here in the U.S. I would try to do other countries as well, but right now I'm gonna stick to the U.S. because I want us to get out there and explore the world. Like right now, I travel, but I travel for leisure. I want to get paid for my travel as well, especially when I go to other countries. I absolutely love seeing other countries, learning new cultures, trying new food. And why not work there too and get paid for it? And also, a lot of times when you take assignments, domestic assignments, international assignments, once you finish, they probably want to give you a bonus, like a $5,000 bonus, okay? And as far as payment, it varies. It really does vary, but I will do separate videos on that because I want to keep these videos short and sweet and straight to the point. But please stick around. I have plenty of videos coming up for you guys. And if you like this content and you found this content helpful, make sure you hit that subscribe button for me, okay? And I will see you guys in the next video.